Welcome, everyone. Join us for a very exciting part 2 of the Madhouse of Tasha's Kiss one-shot.
What secrets await the Midnight Brigade as they are separated by madness itself? Alright, so you hop through?
Mm-hmm.
And then Ember hops through? Or Ember, what are you going through on your end? The doll here is just waving at you and kind of doing a thumbs up and then pointing at the portal.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump into the portal.
Sounds good. Okay. So, we will jump over to the portal side now. So, obviously, if people didn't know, half the group's going to be on one side, half the group's going to be on the other. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's do Pazaros's side first. So, the joyful side. So, for sake of description too, Pazaros, you just kind of walk through the portal and then it disappears behind you on your end. But you pay no attention to it.
Right. Okay.
And then you just see materialize out of nothing comes behind you. Zero.
Am I no longer... I am still tranced.
Oh, you are having the time of your life. You kidding me? Alright. I'm going to draw the place where you guys are at, and I will give you a description for what's going on here. Okay, so you guys walk into here.
That's a picture.
Humor and hate clash in your head as a stench of dry, barren rot fills this stone room. Several crates lie stacked in a corner. Glass jars rest on top of them. A man laughing in the distance. The same man weeps.
Does this guy have two eyes?
As you guys, hang on. So as you guys enter here, in the middle of this room, you see that this creation of this person looks like that he's trying to separate a soul from a townsfolk, but he doesn't seem to be paying any mind to you guys because he is engulfed in this endeavor here.
And
I'll read it to you
like
here.
that I should have been stunned before coming here. So
A bald
probably
man
does
with
not
a
expect someone sobered.
with a Nathanderlaw-like face works at the series of chains. He's covered in hooks and spikes, self-inflicted wounds leaking an unnatural green miasma that dissipates into the air. The chains, which are attached to pulleys, are latched onto a ghostly figure. The figure shrieks as it is pulled out of an identical human equivalent of itself. The human is laughing maniacally. A few lifeless bodies lie stacked in a nearby pile. Crates and tables covered in glass jars and rusty tools lay in the corner.
Sir, you told me to get rid of my speak to the dead spell.
Oh, that was off camera, and if I'm TBH, totally forgot.
Very nice.
I was thinking in my head, man. I was thinking in my head, yeah, okay, people might die, but she'll just bring them back, you know? That's revivify, right?
Thanks, Ryan.
Anytime. Yeah, but he seems totally engulfed here. So. Oh,
I think
by the way, I should say, anybody that can see him needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Here we go.
We are starting that sheet I gave everybody. Oh, fun fact for everybody at home, I forgot to mention this. All of my players have been given a character madness tracker to go through this dungeon because events are going to be so gruesome and madness that their characters might go potentially insane. So, here we go.
Also, Ryan, are we allowed to see the room?
I drew you. Oh, are you guys not in the room yet?
It's the box.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There you are.
Very nice. There we go.
I described all this and I
Thank
didn't
you.
even. My apologies. There you are.
Okay, so wisdom saving throw.
Yes. I need both of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
13? Am I still Gucci?
Hey.
Nat
Oh.
20. What's good?
You are both good. I'm just checking.
I'm still happy.
Oh, you are having the time of your life, my man.
Oh man.
Huh.
All this death.
You're basically like, isn't that? You're like going to like Katie's character. You're like, isn't that great? Look at him. He's having such a good time. He's laughing. Except I'll let you translate that into. You know about your soul.
Yeah. Let's go put it in a jar and study it.
Oh, there's a few jars around the room, but.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
So he right now he does not know you guys are there. I'll say that. Right now, he's got no
Okay.
idea that you're there.
How tolerable is Pazros while laughing his ass off and having the time of his life?
Pazaro, I need a, Pazaro, I need a stealth check with disadvantage, please.
I already have disadvantage.
Oh, even better.
Oh
Nice.
shit, same hat. That's what I get for my scale mail.
Yeah. Don't worry, I still have a +1 modifier.
Yeah, literally what could go wrong?
Yeah. Out of 10?
10. While this man, and I will call him by his name of Dagmir, just make it simpler, is currently busy playing with the chains, the soul's gonna notice you. That's being sucked out.
Oh, buddy!
The soul.
Do I have to self roll as well?
Oh, I should point something out as well. The human guy's with you. What am I doing? I'm gonna just grab the human guy because he.
Oh,
yeah, the guy
he's
that
not
was with
the.
us.
He's not the one that's having his soul sucked out. If that was confusing, my apologies.
Do I recognize any of them from the description the boy gave me?
You don't recognize this? You do not. Okay. You don't recognize these from any of the descriptions that he gave you.
Okay.
Now, if he was here, it'd be different, but yeah. You don't know. You don't even know who this person is.
Okay, yeah.
So you and him both see this as like a great experience, and so as the soul goes and looks at you, the soul's gonna start pleading with you guys, and he goes, "Don't let him take me out." And the man's laughing, and he goes, "No, let it keep going. Let it keep going. This is great." The soul's like, "I beg you, please help." And you just see that the humanoid is with you guys is raising his hand, and he goes, "Oh, that looks like so much fun. I'm next."
Is Pazros also in a similar state of, oh, I want to go?
Yeah.
Katie,
Oh,
why are you
lovely.
talking? you're
I'm
gonna get
standing
me
next to you,
killed.
dude.
Oh man, alright. Well, my joy will propel me towards this soul. Curious how he's extracting the soul from this man's body.
So as you guys walk on over, I gotta ask, Zero,
Yeah.
are you following them? Or are you staying back?
Hmm.
Turn around and give a thumbs up. I got this.
Question.
It's like,
If I have remove curse, would that make him not all loopy?
you can try it. Yes.
Can try it. Alright.
It's not me saying no. It's also not me saying
I
yes.
see.
So if you want to use your spell slot to try to gamble, you can. I don't mind.
How many spell slots do I have left? Where? Oh, I've only got 4 and I've used one already. Ooh. Trying to see if anything else will actually help. And granted, I could just kind of, I don't know. Technically, I can, like, let him go, and if he dies, I can revive him, but I don't exactly want to do that.
Yeah,
Let my
maybe not the
queen
best
take
course
me.
of action.
Okay, so Pazaros' action was following this human who you don't know the name of yet over to this creature of this man. I'm letting you do one thing right now before I continue on with the story because it's only fair.
Pazros or...
Oh, Pazaros is going with this human guy. Pazaros has no say in the matter.
Oh, yeah, no, I wanted to ask how he's doing that.
Oh, are you asking the guy?
How are you
Oh no.
How are you extracting that soul? It is remarkable.
He goes,
You must teach me.
he goes, "Oh, well, hello. Oh, of course, yes. This is actually my specialty."
Yes, I'm listening.
So, his voice is semi-English and semi-rattly. He's got the vocabulary of a scholar, it says. So,
Ah, man of culture, I see.
he goes,
Oh, well, yeah, yes, you see, the details of my job as though, there's nothing morally wrong with it. Regardless, this gives me peace and purpose, and, what does anybody want in the world except for peace and purpose?
Of course.
This
I
is gonna-
understand completely.
This is going to be how the soul's holding up in the body. 5. So the soul is still semi-attached to the body. If that rolls a 2 or less, it'll be separated on the next roundabouts of actions. Zero, what did you want to do before this round of actions ends?
Well,
I
can't exactly get up to him and remove said curse without being noticed at this point. I'm trying to think of what my best course of action would be.
So he is going to proceed to. I mean, what would you like to? As he was talking with Gregory. Oh my God, Gregory!
Nice.
Wow, oh,
Good
Pazaros!
job.
Woo! The first time it happened tonight. As he was talking with Pazaros, I need a. Not even need. It just does it. What is written on your character sheet under ideals and bonds, Pazaros?
Oh, wait till you find out.
I need to know.
Lovely.
My ideals.
And bonds.
Power. Knowledge is the path to power and domination. Evil.
So he responds and he goes,
Oh, my dear companion, and, wouldn't you agree that this is a quite powerful play that I'm having over this individual?
Yes, it is remarkable. I wish to know your secret.
He goes, stick around, I can let you experience the same thing when I'm done with him.
Zero. So that was the rest of his thing. I just forgot he had that ability. Zero, what would you like to do? Right now, he's obviously engaged with Pazaros and this other human and sucking the soul out of this person. So he right now has got no idea you're there.
You know what? I will try remove curse on him, even if it makes me known, because then we can maybe both beat his ass as long as it actually works. So we will take a spell slot for that to remove curse for now. The other two will probably be used for the same thing later on if we keep getting madness added. So I have to go up
You have to
and
touch him?
touch him. So Ciro's gonna try and act a little loopy.
Okay,
I might have to roll deception for that one.
I was going to say
but then,
performance, but I guess, yeah, deception's...
performance. I don't even know what I have for either.
Well, you're trying to
of them.
deceive him,
Performance
right?
is
You're trying.
-1.
Give me deception then, yeah, because you're trying to deceive him to
Deception.
think that you're loopy. And what are you gonna
They're,
say?
they're both the same multiplier.
I figured, but
But either way, I'm gonna just do it and then go up and
tell me
tap
what you're
him,
saying
but
as
let
you're
me
going on
roll.
over.
I don't think Ciro's gonna be talking as much as he's gonna try giggling to himself
Okay.
and watching what's going on and trying to act like he's not totally disturbed by this.
17.
That'll do it.
Yeah. No, you're.
So
you're
yeah,
good.
I'm gonna get up by them and then place my hand on Pazaros's shoulder, back, whatever, and use the cure.
What is written on your character's ideals and bond sheet? Yeah, fun fact. You guys may want to get your sheets filled out if it's not. They might come in handy later.
Yeah, I don't know if I have that.
We could wing it.
So, ideals would just be, I guess, trying to do good by healing people and taking care of those who are injured, whether it be someone who's sick or someone who's hurt from battle or something. And bonds, I guess people if they're very close to him, so mostly his grandmother more than anyone else.
Gotcha. So, and as you walk over and you touch Pazaros, does he have to make any save or it just removes the curse?
I believe it should just remove the curse.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I'll have Dagmar speak and he goes,
Oh, hello there, young man. As you can see, I am clearly helping this poor individual from having such a suffering death in life, thus helping to heal his mind and not just his soul.
Yeah, it just tap him. So if I touch it should remove the curse.
Yeah, so Pazaros loses that. Pazaros is now back to the normal being.
Okay.
It's still beautiful to watch.
But at least I know he's not totally loopy anymore. I would hope.
All right.
Zero kind of can't exactly ask to make sure.
Pazros, you can do one thing before I have him roll for the soul to see if the soul is still attached to the body.
Can I make a history check or arcana to see if I recall what type of magic he's using, so I might be able to interrupt it?
Okay.
Probably not what you were expecting.
Not what I was expecting. May not be written here, but we'll go for it anyway.
18.
18. So you're trying to figure out what type of soul stealing thing he's doing? Is that what it is?
What kind of spell, whether it's like concentration, like if it
Okay.
requires concentration or not.
I'm going to say yes. It does require his concentration to continue it. So he can talk with you and stuff. Like, he doesn't have to be like completely focused and concentrate on the spell. But these chains seem to be magical chains, as you see in the artwork, as it's pulling him apart. Like they're ripping into the soul of the person to carve it out.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to roll for the soul here. Remember, now if it's a 2 or higher, it comes out of the body. Or I'm sorry, a 2 or less. Right? Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, you said
Okay.
2 or less.
2 or less. Okay, there's a 4. So it's still attached, but it seems a less weaker attached to it. So you see like more of the green soul is being yanked out of this body. As the soul's like, please, you're just standing there. Someone's gotta help me. And the man's like, no, this is amazing. Why would anybody want to stop this feeling? This is wonderful. And the other human guy goes, I'm right there with you, man. Let's go. Like songs. Sorry. Like, hey, man, that looks so fun. I'm next in line.
Ryan, I hate that.
Perfect. What do you mean? You made me get rid of my child. Let me have this.
Sure.
True, you're like, I'm gonna have so much fun with that.
I know.
And then you can't.
And then I can't.
Get wrecked,
So
idiot.
this is what you get. Anyway, so to make things easier, can we just roll an initiative order? You don't have to attack or whatever, but just so we can figure out whose turn is whose.
Sure.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna roll Degmir. And here's the other human guy. Well, I guess he's first.
Yeah.
He actually has like a whole like information
Let's
about him.
go,
as well.
Shaggy.
Yeah, Shaggy's not his name though. I'll use his actual name because I have credit.
Oh, he
due.
has a name. Cool.
He does. Yeah, no one.
Dude,
no
he's
one
even got the green shirt and everything.
I know. I didn't even plan it, but here we are.
The green and the brown, and yep.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so he's gonna go first. You know, he's gonna go. Like, man, can you believe this guy? This guy's great. Look at him. He's having such a good time. Oh, what I would do to be you. Like, don't you agree? My scaly friend. And he elbows Pazaros.
Indeed, I do. Rip it out. Rip it out.
Rip it out. Rip it out. As you guys are chanting. All right. Zero.
So you said I have. Would I?
You have approximately 6 seconds to do your turn.
Sorry, my AirPod died.
You're good.
Did Pazaros tell me I have to break concentration, or do I not know?
You have no idea.
Okay.
From what you can see, the soul has been pulled more out of its body than it was. The man doesn't like look aggressive towards you. Like he's not like obviously
But
he
he
looks like a
probably-
monster, but like, you know.
He probably doesn't realize that, like, I'm not under spell.
He also,
or
like I
doesn't
said
realize
before,
that Pazaros isn't either anymore.
for funsies, and actually in the book, he has 5 jars of like green bottled souls, like on top of these boxes over here.
Mm-hmm. Lovely. Trying to think, what do I want to do? Something to disrupt him, because I now know Pazurus can actually, like, fight with me.
Would I, though, is the question.
I don't know, he's
Right.
stealing people's souls. Maybe you should. These are innocent people.
Yeah, think about it. If he has all the souls, then you can't have any of them.
Stonks.
Stonks.
Unlocking an ancient mystery is worth the price of a civilization. Sorry, that's my flaw, bitches.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but if you get rid of him, then you have all the souls. It's that easy.
How's falling, by the way?
Yeah, you're not even
Oh, you
there.
know, big chillin'. I've been cussing the entire way back.
I can see that.
I'm waiting for Ryan to get back.
Oh, I'm so
I do have
we're
a
almost.
plan of action.
I was just gonna let them do their room,
Like I said earlier.
and then when they leave, I was gonna let you guys do your room.
For 30
Respect.
minutes! I'm not doing a good Loki impression this
You're
time.
fine. Anyway, you guys in this room, what do you want to do? Oh, by the way, there's like a portal over here, I should say. Like the same.
We're gonna try and, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna try and Sacred Flame him. So why not?
Shaggy?
Actually, no. Why would I?
Yeah, kill
You know what?
Shaggy.
Actually, no, never mind. We're gonna go at this guy with the fucking long sword.
I don't know if you heard me, but
It'll
the
do
portal
more.
is also in the room. I did forget to say that at first.
The
there's
portal?
There's another portal, like the goblin had right in the corner of the room, like the one you came through. There's a way out is what I'm just saying, because I forgot to say that before. That's all.
She's battling.
I don't exactly want to leave Shaggy here because we still don't know his name. We're just gonna keep calling him Shaggy now.
I don't want to influence what you do, but I was gonna say something.
Oh.
I was trying to
I don't know if I
whatever you
can
do.
beat this guy, but also,
Oh.
you know, him stealing souls isn't great.
No, he looks pretty badass. I mean,
Yeah. Ciro might just kind of like tug on Pazurus' shoulder, like grab. Like the other guy's kind of screwed. Maybe
the other guy is very close to Pazurus, by the way, like within arm's length, easy.
Yeah,
Remember,
exactly.
they were just chanting.
Like
He literally just elbowed
the guy who's
Pazurus.
the guy who's having his soul reaped. I don't know if we could really help him unless we actually beat him, but I don't know if we can. If his soul is being put in a jar, can we just like open the jar later and it'll go back in his body? Is that how this works?
Are you asking the man?
I'm asking you because I don't know anything.
Oh, you can certainly ask the man. He seems pretty cordial so far.
Oh, I was okay.
He even tried to have a conversation with you.
assuming
He was demonstrating your ideals and beliefs to make him seem like a good person, which your character
Sure.
would believe.
Yeah, I'm
So as
assuming
far as
that-
you're aware, this man seems pretty like his purpose of why he's doing it seems pretty aligning with your own beliefs.
With Ciro's?
And Pazuro's. He says a custom thing to each person based on what their ideals and beliefs are for why he's doing what he's doing. Which I think is an amazing creature concept in D&D. Using like your own beliefs and bonds.
So, can Ciro ask them? Ciro just ask about the jars.
Yeah, you want to ask about the jars?
And
He's
the
got,
souls,
stuff,
like-
he's got stuff here about the jars. What do you want to say? I'll try to respond accordingly.
So, like, how? I guess asking how does trapping the souls in the jars work, in a sense.
He goes,
Well, if you think about it like a leech dredging bad blood. I have the ability to take away your guilt and horrors and bottle them away so that they can go on living without this nagging feeling of, I was involved in something wrong.
So it's more like part of the soul, like, because I mean, you said right, like the soul is kind of talking about how, like, oh, like save me, whatever, but the body's still conscious and laughing, right?
there is a few piles of bodies in the room.
Yeah, true.
They are withered and gnarled, as if they've been dried, purged of water, and petrified. If that helps.
That's Fun.
So that's some of the smell that you guys are smelling, which is like rotting flesh and stuff. But no, he's just taking out, their guilt
Taking out the
Yeah.
trash
at night.
Do we want to? I'll kind of tug on Pazaros and be like, we should get out of here. But also, at the same time, I might mention, like, hey, if, Pazaros, we want to fight this guy, then Pazaros gets to interview someone who almost had their soul stolen. I feel like that would be right up his alley.
Interview?
Like, if he gets to talk to him.
Hang on, okay,
like,
so hang on. So, Ciro, so you spent your turn talking to him.
yes, I'm not going to attack or anything.
Okay, now we're at 3 or less on the roll. Because it's his turn. Because he goes after you. So let's see.
Yes.
3 or less on his roll, the soul gets put into a jar. Sucked right out.
Do it. Do it.
4 or 5. It is holding
still
on,
going.
but barely. So you see him like his hand is now pulled way more into him as like the green things like just hanging out by like a few threads into the body.
He's only got like a pinky stoked.
And he'll look at the group and he'll go, I almost have him. Isn't this excellent? Pretty soon this man will be freed of his guilt and despair. Just like you all will be if you want to partake. And Shaggy goes, like that sounds amazing. I'm so ready to go. You have no idea. What do you think, my big scaly friend? Are you next? Am I next?
Oh, well, I'm very curious to see you go first. I wouldn't want to intrude on your parade. So how about you go and I will go check out these jars in the meantime. But I'll walk over to the jars. And
Can
try
I
to take one.
just ask, what is Pazaros' alignment? What am I dealing with here?
Lawful evil.
Love that.
I literally just heard him be like, how about this? You can go get killed. I'm going to stand over here. That's how it translated to me.
True.
And
But
I'm gonna
hey.
take a jar.
Dagmar goes,
Can I take a jar?
so you're grabbing a jar. Are you doing anything besides grabbing the jar? The lid?
The
So
lid.
What?
No, I'm leaving after this.
Okay, so how many, there is, what we say, 5 jars?
Yeah.
How many are you grabbing?
Just one.
Dagmar looks over and goes,
Oh, my fine friend, I don't think you better touch that.
he is still currently like occupied with this thing, so he's not like within striking distance or anything, but like, he's just kind of saying, I wouldn't really touch that if I was you.
All right. I will not take your dearest jar. I know the importance of a soul.
Grabs 4 and runs in the door.
True.
Best of luck to you in your magic experiment. And I will shuffle towards the door with my remaining movement speed.
He goes,
Oh, my friend, I'm not sure I'm allowed to say this, but I don't think you should be progressing any further. And I mean it.
it is, yeah, so that was like your turn was doing like that stuff,
Yep.
right? Okay.
Yep.
It's Shaggy's turn. Shaggy goes, Hey, Mr. Lizard Man, come on! We were gonna be next in line! And he starts to tug on your arm and pulls you kind of towards the guy. So now he's like moved away from the monster and now more towards you and is starting to like tug on your arm.
Why is everybody touching me today?
Do you say? I could literally picture you like you're like batting him away with like the back of your hand. Feels like someone's trying to tell me something. So what are you doing? Like he's like grabbing your arm now and like trying to like tug. He's not strong, but trying to like tug you a little bit towards the big guy. And he's like, "Come on, Mr. Dragon guy, we're next. Where are you going?" Like Dragon Man, Scoob. Sorry.
To enjoy the rest of the park, is that not what you wish?
Ooh. Can I have a persuasion? I'm assuming you're not intimidating him. Or is it more of a deception, would you say? How are you saying it?
No, I mean either. No, more persuasively with joy in my voice.
Okay.
I'm very excited to progress. 16.
16. So you got a 16, and Shaggy's like, oh, I'll call him Shaggy because you don't know yet, but he goes, like, hey, Mr. Bald Man with Nails, he's got a good point. Like, why should I wait here when I could just keep going and see the rest of the park? I will admit that does look really fun though. And you see his eyes get big again as he's like staring at the spirit being almost ripped out of the body. All right, Zero.
Can I ask a question and also act in the same turn?
Yes, it depends what it is, but yeah. Meaning, like, if
Can
you
I
ask,
ask-
if you want to have, like, a question that's, like, a full-blown conversation, no. But if you ask, like, a yes or no question, yeah.
Typically, yes.
Can I just ask him, like, what's beyond this door? Like, what's this next portal lead to?
Ooh, that is a good question, and I will have him answer truthfully.
Well, my dear, I actually can't go through, so I don't know.
Can't.
It's a
Go
hard
through?
swallow.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's good. He goes,
Why, I've had no need to go through.
I see.
Because my
That's-
purpose is here,
Okay.
serving our ruler.
Ruler? You mean, like, I forget her name.
what's her name?
Don't mind me.
Or what do you
Don't
want to
mind
say?
me.
No, you're not going to say that then?
No, I'm not saying it. Well, actually, yeah.
Oh,
So,
tell me what you're saying.
would that be... I'll ask if it's Tasha.
Will this count as a full conversation?
Yes, this
Yeah,
will
this
be
is
a
gonna
full
end up being a
conversation
full
at this point, yeah.
conversation.
You can still,
Unless
like,
I really-
move while you're talking, but you can't do much else. for being
Yeah.
fair.
So I'll ask if that means Tasha.
He goes,
Oh, but of course it means Tasha.
Let's see. So what it like? I'll keep going as long as you let me go now. Like
I basically give the people here that she brings to me peace from their moral sins and despair, and release them from these burden of life, if you will. And the soul's like, it's all lies.
what? Why is she doing this? Is she trying to bring people joy?
and he goes,
I'll appeal.
yeah, this will be probably your last question. I'll go,
Yeah.
Well, she just wants the best for people, and right now I'm the best man to do the job, as you can see. Look at how much fun this man's having. It's just such a joy.
okay.
Yep.
After you is him. Soul time. So what is it now, a 4 or lower? The soul's gone?
Oh, yeah.
You
Probably.
don't need to roll at this point. You can just call it a day.
It's a D4,
Well, it's
it's a
4
D4 plus 1. That's what the book
okay,
says.
okay.
So I gotta go for it.
I did not know it was.
No,
plus
it's
one.
okay.
Yikes.
4. So with that, the soul gets yanked right out, and it flies into one of the glass jars by his feet. And he turns and looks at you guys, and he goes,
Alright, now I know you were eager in line. Who's next?
and you see that now he has a jar, like that's like been inside of like his shoulder that he just kind of materializes out, and he goes,
Please don't make this rough on me and you.
as his eyes go all big, and he's staring at the three of you now.
Boy.
I have just the friend who is waiting to go.
Ty.
Push the human forward.
Okay, so for clarification, you guys are
Not
basically right by the portal.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're pushing the human forward. You're sacrificing Shaggy.
You guys can do whatever you want. I just wanted to lay out the room for the listeners too, that you guys are by the portal, Shaggy is by you, and the guy now has turned after he finished sucking the soul, looked at you guys and started walking towards you while he's holding an orange pulsating jar in his hand as opposed to a green one. And he says basically what he said, where it was like, please don't make this rough. Who's next in line?
Yeah.
Okay. And so
Is that
describe
your
me
action?
describe me what you're doing, because Shaggy's still kind of holding your arm. So
Yeah, I'm volunteering him essentially, and yeah, say what I said. This young man would be very eager to see up close your work. As for me, I'm going to explore the rest of the park with so much joy. Thank you for the glorious show. As I step on through that portal.
Okay. I'm trying to think if I should let him speak back. I think so. Because he's got this jar. He goes,
Oh, we're not allowed to let you just leave like that.
and he takes his jar and he smashes it on the ground. He goes,
As you may have noticed, the green thing is one of these other immortal souls, while the orange is part of mine.
and yeah, from his jar, he's going to bring out this creature, and you are through the portal now, so I suppose maybe you just hear this creature come out while you're walking through the portal.
Oh boy. I'm still in there.
Damn. You hate to see it.
Thanks.
That was cold, right? Yeah.
My teammate, she's got it. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. He's fine. You see this
Literally what could go wrong.
You see this long-tongued creature that looks like a humanoid, but it's gasping for breath as it's breathing. For those at home, it is a ghast materialized in the area here.
Do I move next?
It is actually our friend's turn.
Yeah, it's
Oh
Shaggy.
boy. I'm pretty sure Shaggy's gonna shit himself at that. Not gonna lie. I feel like that's
he's still having
persuasive.
a great time. He's ready.
Oh,
He's having
boy.
the time of his life, dude.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I will read let me see. I'm reading his little block of information.
Oh boy.
He's excited to see what else is in store for him. Yeah, he doesn't understand. He's like, look, I don't know who this guy is, but all I know, Big Mr. Scary, you convinced me, my friend. I'm ready. As he walks around the ghast. The ghast just has its tongue wiggling. It's like, and
Can Sierra go, no you ain't, because it's my turn now, and
No,
just grab him and go through the portal?
It's Shaggy's turn. Before
yeah,
you
so
go.
Shaggy went over. Okay, so
after he goes over.
Yeah, hang on, let me rearrange the
closer.
room. So the big guy, I did say the big guy walked towards you. The ghast is there, so Shaggy, I guess, is just gonna walk 5 more feet just towards the guy. As the guy's hand is outreached, waiting to grab Shaggy's hand. And Shaggy's walking over to him. So Ty's already in the next area. So
Yes.
we'll leave Tyler be. We'll assume, Ty, you're going to the next area. Are you cool if we just skip you?
Yeah.
Stuff you can use. Alright, cool.
Well, I rolled
You're right after. You're right after Bart.
Ty anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right after. Never mind. Yeah, so you go.
Yep. So I'm gonna grab Shaggy and just poke it into the portal.
In the words,
We ain't doing that
in the
today.
words of Sandy Cheeks, you're gonna be like, "Oh no, you ain't!" And you just
Pretty
grab.
much. We're gonna grab
Alright,
Shaggy.
I
and
suppose
go.
now my question for people at home too, because I may be doing this wrong. Same for Tyler. If you're trying to grab somebody, is that considered a grapple?
Just for grabbing like that,
If I
it might be more of a strength check than grapple. 'Cause
Okay,
you're not,
contesting strengths. Then is that fair?
Yeah.
When you want to grab a creature or wrestle with it, you can use the attack action to make a special melee attack, a grapple. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them. So I think
it's less of an attack though in this case.
Oh yeah, I'm just grabbing him.
yeah. So
I'm
I think,
trying
how about
to get
this?
him.
You give me a strength, I'll have him give a strength, and that will determine who wins. Just to play it fair. Because obviously
Alright.
Shaggy wants to go to this man, and you are not letting him go to this man.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to read what that is for those at home?
7.
11. So he is currently resisting you.
Get out of there.
I want to save him because Sierra already feels really, really bad about the other soul. Also, wait, did the body like crumple up after the soul left it, like the other ones
It
we've
withered
seen,
away
or is
just
it
like
still
the other.
fresh?
Yes, it withered away just like all the other ones.
Okay. All right, that was just a curiosity thing. I don't think I can save Shaggy without being attacked by this thing, though. I don't like that. Hard decisions.
Deg offers his hand. Shaggy would grab it, right? Or Deg grabs Shaggy's hand and says to him,
No, my friend, if you plan to don't leave, my little friend here doesn't have to go after you. It's entirely up to your call. You can either wait in line like a good little person, or my friend could help rearrange that for you.
and so Shaggy is now like, he
Too
moved
far
Shaggy
away.
over, he moved Shaggy right to it, like he pulled him up forward towards him, and as he did that, some chains kind of wrapped around the back of Shaggy. I think we'll say 3 chains wrapped around him. So I mean, now if you were to do a strength, you're going against just the big guys, because Shaggy's now like you see kind of gone limp and dropped to his knees. He's laughing. Oh, he is the most peachy keen person you've ever met in your life. He's enjoying this full-heartedly. But he's now weak in the knees and he's just like limp. So
I'm going against the strength of the big guy if I were to try again.
that is correct. So while more difficult, I suppose not impossible.
I mean, I did roll bad last time.
Ty's gone.
Yeah.
Instead
Thanks,
of Shaggy
Ty.
going, I'll have the gas go. And the gas is going to look at you for a response of what you're going to do. So he's going to hold his action. If you know what holding action is in D&D, because creatures can do that as well as people. It's going to hold its action in case if you try to do something, then it will do something.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Ciro's gonna... I think Ciro's gotta book it. I'm so sorry, Shaggy. He's gonna feel so bad about this. But...
DM to player. I feel bad, but I have to be realistic in the game. I did want to have you take Shaggy, but realistically, Shaggy would not want to go with you.
I know. I could have undone the curse instead of grabbing him the first time, and then he wouldn't have resisted.
Yeah.
So technically, I could have done that. But also, that wonderful madness sheet you gave us
Yes.
has like fucking 10, not 10 slots, like 7 or something ridiculous, and I'm kind of scared of like, you know, using all of my free up whatever now and not having any for if things start stacking up.
I mean,
So
in order to get spell slots back, usually characters rest. Potential idea.
Sure.
I mean, of course, you're resting here, so anything could really happen, but...
yeah. I don't know. At this point, Shaggy, it's I want to take him, but it's just me, and I don't know if I can fight both of these guys.
Book it
I
then.
don't. He's good. Ciro's neutral good. But I don't think he has much of a choice in this situation. So I think he's gonna go through the portal. Poor Shaggy.
Okay.
I don't think I can save him safely. I don't know. Like, I don't know how scary either of these guys is. Just, like, out of character, even.
But between...
It's like I don't have a good grasp on things.
Between me, as DM, and you, just as a Katie,
Yeah.
I'm mad at you that Tyler left.
What?
I'm mad at you that Tyler left.
I keep missing that.
That's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
How mad are you that Tyler just left you?
I'm kind of frustrated because, dude, you're just letting this guy die. Like,
Indeed,
that's
my character
that's
did.
kind of fucked up.
No,
Me as
but-
Tyler am not. My character is indeed.
No, he's
letting
playing his
them
character
die.
fine. I was just curious of what Zero was thinking. Because Zero's
Yeah, Ciro's
a
kind of
medic
upset
doctor
about
guy.
this.
Yeah, you know. So
And it's
here's the
at
plan.
this point, like the look on his face, it's kind of clear that he's not having a great time. So this
So-
guy probably knows that something's up.
Yeah, here's what's gonna happen. Okay, you have 3 options, 2 of which resolve the gas probably getting an opportunity attack on you. Just wanted to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you have 4, actually. You have 4 you could do. What do you want to do?
4 options would be just try and drag him along with me, try and undo the curse, which would then make him want to come along himself, but he's still chained down, meaning I have to do something that would disrupt concentration on the big guy, and it would let the gas have an opportunity to attack on either me or whatever. Granted, I have an AC of 18, so there's a chance that I should be fine, but I'm still kind of low on actual HP. And Tazar's fucking just dipped.
Maybe have a heart-to-heart later on with him. Character or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, it's your turn. What would you like to do? There's no portal for the way you came. I should make that clear as well for those at home.
Yeah, it's only moving forward.
You can only go forward.
If Zero is mad, can he get a bonus to his strength to try and drag Shaggy away one more time?
I've never had a player ask that before.
Because now he's doing it with more force because he is not happy.
What's your normal strength modifier?
+2.
Is letting you do athletics help with that at all?
Athletics? No, that's still +2.
Okay. If you can tell me what your character is doing and like why you would be angry, like describe. I need to know exactly what you're doing, and if it's pertinent, and I see that your character would be mad about it, which your character does seem pretty mad. Number one, he was left alone. And the other guy's now left you for dead, and he would try to help people, I would assume, as being like a cleric and a healer, so.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
so you do have the right
prerogative
to say that you're mad.
He's neutral good. He's generally a good person, and he wants to do good, and he wants to help people. Even if, like, he doesn't know them, he doesn't have any stake in it. His goal is to help people.
Yep, you're
like
good.
This.
So you get an additional +1.
Additional +1.
You get a +3.
So Sierra, with some extra force, is going to try and drag Shaggy along with him and fight against and break the concentration via the chains, I guess.
So my
and maybe if he yells out, I don't know what he'd yell, like something that would kind of throw the other guy off to make it clear, like, hey asshole, like, I'm not under your control here. That might also help break concentration. Is this too much?
Okay, so you're trying to break concentration.
I really want to save Shaggy.
I know, and you seem very passionate about it. And I personally kind of want you to save Shaggy as well, which is why I'm letting you try to do it. Just keep in mind, the gas won't like it.
I have to roll strength against this, and the gas will not like it. I'm gonna hope.
As long as you understand those conditions. You are the player, I am the DM. If you want to try to risk it for the biscuit, that's entirely up to you. I'm just telling you right now, the gas is literally watching you like a hawk, like I said before. So...
Sierra's gonna give it a shot. Fuck. Yep. That's it. I'm getting bopped by something, maybe. Probably.
I'm gonna have him make a counter roll. I won't lie, this man is pretty jacked.
Yeah, I kind of assume much. He looks like a beefy guy.
Yeah. No, he's
unless
beefy.
He rolls like shit.
he could roll less than your 8. It's not like he has like a +7 modifier.
Yeah, but it's not likely.
No, that's a 21.
Yeah, that's gonna.
Yeah, you're here for a little bit. Yeah. The gas is gonna try to bite you.
Lovely.
12.
That ain't gonna do it. At least
he tries to bite you, like turn and goes dink into your shoulder.
Cool. It just bounces off.
Dagmir's gonna go, I thought I warned you and said not to do that. As he like tugs Shaggy closer. Or towards him, like away from you as you were trying to pull him.
Calciro's still frustrated, and he kind of like...
Alright, here's what's gonna happen. He's getting his soul sucked out, right?
Yep.
If it's a 1 or less, goes away. It's got a 2. That's how the book says to do it, so back in rotation.
Now if I break concentration though on this guy. So if I were to attack the big guy
If you attack the big guy, he has to make a con save, right, Tyler? That's how concentration works. He makes a con save to see if he can continue doing his action.
Yep.
Okay, so if you hit him with an attack that deals damage, he has to make a con save. If he loses it, he loses his concentration with the chains, and thus loses sucking out the guy's soul right now.
Okay. So I'll use Sacred Flame on him. Cantrip. It's a 2d8. And I think he has to do a dex. What is the hit DC? Sorry, I'm like trying to figure things out. I know I'm taking forever.
I'm so sorry about the other people that have been waiting for so long. We will do you guys next, I promise.
Sorry.
Dude,
No, it's
I'm
okay.
chilling, dude.
Sorry, guys.
I really want to save Shaggy. Okay.
So you're using? Are you
So-
attacking? Who are you attacking?
I'm gonna attack the big guy with a Sacred Flame to break his concentration.
Okay.
So do I just roll for that?
What does it say? Every spell says what it should do.
It has hit DC is a dex of
What
13.
does the spell say though? Like just click on it. Does it say he makes a save, or does it say that you make a spell attack? I think he has to make a save, right?
Succeed on a dexterity saving throw. So I guess
Okay.
he has to get higher
He has
than
to make
13.
a dex saving throw. Okay, he doesn't get a modification to the saving throw. He just gets a normal dex number.
Okay.
8.
Okay, that ain't gonna do it.
So what does that do to him?
2d8.
Okay.
Please. Not bad. 12 damage. That definitely breaks his concentration, at least.
12 damage, you say?
Yes.
Okay. Like, it hurt him, but he's still looking fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
But
gonna see if he
Shaggy's
breaks
freed.
concentration. I'm gonna have him make a con save, which is unfortunately his best modifier. Tyler, to break concentration, I don't know what he has to roll. Does he have to roll his con number, like his con stat? Or what is it? Do you know?
I can find out really quick.
Thank you. Okay, you must maintain your concentration while you do so. Okay. Okay, some spells require concentration. Okay. You lose concentration on a spell if you're incapacitated, okay? Taking damage. Whenever you take damage while you are concentrating on a spell, you must take a con saving throw to maintain your concentration. DC equals 10 or half the damage you take whenever number is higher. So what damage did you deal him? 12?
12.
So he has to roll a 12 or higher
Yes.
to keep concentration.
What breaks it is casting more than one spell that requires concentration, taking damage, or being incapacitated or killed.
24.
Lovely. And I'm assuming the guest's gonna try and take a bite out of me again.
That's fair. You just hang out there like, alright, keep trying, bro. Keep trying. You got a 22.
That's gonna hit.
I wish it didn't. Alright. You're gonna take, just making sure check. For those at home, it specifically says if you are like a D&D fan, you're like thinking, the gas should have a gas cloud. It specifically says in the thing, gas without stench ability. For those at home, that's like, why is they not taking constant damage to be next to the gas? That is why. Alright, you're gonna take 2. Only this much piercing. 10.
10 piercing. Okay. Ow. Alright. Is it my turn again? Yeah. I'm sorry, Shaggy. I'm gonna dip. I don't have what I would need to help you, and I am alone. I apologize.
I'm sorry, sometimes we have
So,
to make
yeah.
sacrifices. Or you just hang out and just keep vibing, I guess, until you just beat him. Or drop, whatever happens first. But that's entirely up to what you think Zero would do.
Yeah, I mean, Zero does have, self-preservation is up there. Like, he's not a fighter, so in the sense, like, he wouldn't really... I don't think he'd willingly, like, put his life at risk as heavily for other people.
If this helps, too, in the health field, like, you're taught, you have to save yourself so you can save more people in the future. That's why, at least right now with everything going on, you don't... If somebody's having, like, an emergency episode in a COVID room, you don't just run in there. You count up first and then go in.
Mm-hmm.
That's at least the mindset.
So yeah, Zero is gonna kind of look at and see what everything's going on, and he's gonna look really torn up about it before booking it through a portal to get out of there.
Okay, just for clarification, you are. What is your action? What are you doing?
I guess I'm leaving because I don't think I can try and grab Shaggy one more time before I go.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. You can try to disengage. You could do whatever. Like, if you spend your action to disengage, you then move away from the gas and he doesn't get opportunity attack. But if you try to save Shaggy again and then try to run, the gas will get opportunity attack either way. So it's up to you. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Because either way, you're running away. Either if you take the action to move away from the gas and then run, that's up to you. Then you don't take any damage. If you try to save Shaggy and it... Either way, you get... If you try to move away from the gas and you don't disengage, you get hit. Whether if you're trying to pull Shaggy or if you're just trying to run away yourself.
I think Zero's going to try and escape at this point.
Okay.
Can Zero make it to the portal?
Zero can disengage and make it to the portal.
Okay, so that's what we're going to do here.
Okay.
And he's not happy.
All right. I will... Alright, we can jump over to the other people! Woo, 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 woo. Alright, y'all.
I'm sorry, I get too attached to, like, everything.
I'm playing a D&D game right now?
Fun, dude. About an hour ago, I thought we were on break. What happened? Alright. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Becca, for bearing with us for that.
Yeah, no big
deal. It was a scene, stuff happened. Yeah. As far as your characters are concerned, you had no idea. You guys end up falling through and land on the ground, but it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt you, it doesn't kill you. If anything, you guys wake up and you're in this winding maze of mirrors that are all along the walls, and it's creating this uneasy feeling. The reflections looking back match your movements, but they show different lifestyle outcomes. They are the choices that you didn't make in life. You also notice next to you is this older woman who you guys see, like you like land and get like a little knocked down. You wake up and now you're next to the older woman who's with you. You guys see she hops up, brushes herself off, and says, "All right, well, let's get moving."
I gotta try to remember how to do the voice now. So it's so long. What's going on here, Granny? Do you know?
He goes, "I haven't the slightest idea, young man, but all I know is we need to get out of here. From what I've seen from that other room, stuff is not looking good."
I'm inclined to believe you.
She has a point, that's for sure.
Well, of course I do, little lady. Oh, speaking of, since you all seem like not crazy porcelain dolls that are trying to literally kill me, mind if I ask you what your names are?
My name is Ember.
What's yours?
What was that? You both kind of spoke?
You go first, Ember.
Oh. My name is Ember.
I'm Tenor. What's yours?
She goes, well, you youngsters can just call me Graham. Pleasure to meet you. She offers her shaking hand to you.
I'll shake it.
It's like a little tremor.
Be gentle about it as well, because she seems pretty fragile.
She goes, all right, well, with that, let's
let us get moving.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
I guess we will proceed forward. I'm not sure if we're in a little 3x3 box here.
Oh, yeah, so it's the hallway with
3x1.
mirrors all around you. So I'm going to describe a few things. Out of curiosity, you guys are just looking at the reflections?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really doing anything to mess with it. It doesn't seem dangerous so far, so I'm not going to go out of my way to start picking fights with it, as opposed to the dolls up there, back through the portal where they clearly were doing something.
Mm-hmm.
But these seem pretty harmless for now, so I'm not going to bother with doing anything.
Okay, so for simplicity's sake right now, I am going to use... Why can't I... You guys click your people?
Yes, I can. Look at them go.
I cannot click your person. The heckity heck? Can do that. Oh. Hang on. Okay. Alright, we're here. I can touch you now. I was in a different view.
Nice.
Which is great. Alright. Okay. So, I'm gonna use one of you guys to represent the group for this. Just because this maze gets a little clustered and together and whatnot. So we'll just use Ember because she's the first one. No, we'll use Graham because Graham's walking with you.
Yeah, use Graham.
Graham will walk with you all. And you're gonna sing as you guys are walking around, and these mirrors are being kind of whack. So, for example, Tenor, whenever you look in a mirror, like one of these possibilities shows you with these other really tall, Goliath-looking individuals, but they have just a blank face. But you can see there's like little you in like a picture with them. And for you, Ember, in your drawings, or not, I shouldn't say your drawings, your pictures on the walls, you see that when it showed you leaving home, your father was very sad and disappointed, and you even see scenes of him wondering how you're doing, and he was wondering why you didn't write him, and about everything that was going on in your life, because he wanted to be a part of it more, but you just weren't there to talk with him. So these mirrors are kind of showing you guys like different realities about life and things,
Yeah.
So I will keep drawing out the room here. Really bad. All right, I need to do this. Just a second, I'm gonna flip between a bunch of pages here. Okay. So, all right. I need to know if at any point you guys would touch these mirrors. Okay? Not that anything bad. I'm just curious for lore and story wise.
All right.
You kind of see also as like Graham's walking by, it shows this like younger woman in the mirror, and it shows her like beating up this like bigger guy in this boxing ring and stuff like that. So I will just keep drawing the room here for you all. Gonna go up like this. Okay, and it's gonna come down to here. And then you're gonna see as you're walking that it could go up this direction, or it could go down in this direction. Graham goes, "Alright, kiddos, which way are we thinking? Are we heading right or are we heading left?" I am going to also right now start a timer. IRL.
You're making me nervous, dude. Well, I guess we're closer to the right one, so might as well just stick with that first.
Sounds like a plan.
He goes, "Alright, sounds good." You see she's starting to get like a little nervous. Like she's out of the corner of her eyes, like looking at some of the mirrors, and it's kind of like, what's going on? And another one, Tenor. You see a image of yourself that was hired for a job. But as the job was going on, it ended up involving having to attack some children at this local base to get back at a mob leader who didn't pay for money. And
Mm.
it shows you just like attacking these children and killing them because that's part of the job. That's what I was hired to do. And
I
Ember,
I think I
Yeah.
kind of shake my head and turn away because,
Mhm.
obviously you got to do what you got to do, but, Tino's not usually pleased about doing that sort of thing.
So Graham goes coming up. She's like, the pathway now, it diverges. Should we head right or keep progressing forward?
Let's keep sticking to the rights. It's better to stick going into one direction with mazes, I think.
He goes, okay, sounds good. And you see she's kind of like now getting like a little weaker in her step as you guys are heading to the right.
I'm gonna try to strike up a conversation with her
Yeah.
while we're walking.
Of course.
Because I want to know if she knows the boy from up top. So I'm gonna be like, "Hey, do you know, we found some kid, outside of the tent. Do you think you know him at all?
He goes,
Name
kids?
started with a G or something."
G or something, huh? Well, there's a few G's. Maybe it was Sandy's boy. She kind of rubs her chin.
I think it was, his name was Gentry.
Oh, yes, I know Gentry. Oh, what a young lad. And you guys see in this image now on, like, the mirror
Mm-hmm.
that a picture of Gentry being able to hug his folks while they're here in this, like, kind of circus tent background. And then it shows the Goliath character coming in and just pulling him away from his folks.
Shows me doing that?
Yes.
Yeah, I told him to stay up top, make sure he didn't come down here and get hurt or anything.
She goes, should we head south now? Or should we basically head left or right from where we are?
I say left, because if we go right, then we just basically, we'd just be going in a circle if we keep turning the same way, right?
I suppose that's true.
Quite possibly, little lady, but I'm not quite sure. And now you see Ember, the horses that you fed in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
You see one of them just hit your boyo right in the head, and he falls down on his head, and he's just bleeding with nobody there to help him.
Oh no.
Fucking clocked them.
And you see that your character's there, like watching over, and then just turning and walking away, and it walks right towards the mirror, and it's just kind of staring at you. And it points at the body.
Oh God.
And then it points at you. Kind of showing like you told him to go off on his own. He's now doing this. This is what's happening. It's your fault. Is what it's kind of showing. So you guys decided to head left?
I suppose so. I'm also gonna start, because I have a tinderbox, I'm gonna start leaving unlit matches behind.
Okay.
As a sort of bread trail to make sure that we don't come across, into the same direction. Because obviously in Hall of Mirrors, it's easy to get lost, and I would prefer to not do that.
Gotcha.
I know that we do have a map in front of us, but in terms of in-game, it makes sense to sort of leave a little trail behind.
No, that's awesome. I love that you're doing that. It makes more of a role-playing aspect, We might cut into the other room a little bit, but we won't be using the other room anymore, so just ignore that if we do. So you guys are traveling for a bit now, coming up in this direction, and you see that there's a picture of this middle-aged woman, and she's rocking this baby, and you see that Graham's starting to get really tearful looking at the mirrors.
You okay, Graham?
She goes, yes, I believe it's trying to show me my unborn daughter. Never mind. Let us keep going. And you can see as some more time goes by, the hallway continues to go forward, and then it just stops in like a 3-panel of just mirrors. And as it stops there, you see that the Goliath now is standing amongst the other two girls, and you see that there's a message that pops up on his like he's got like a little scroll that he unravels, and it says, "Your new task is to kill all that stand in your way." And it shows you in the reflection, literally pulling out your sword and just stabbing into Graham and cutting the throat of Ember that's next to you. And then it points and looks at you, and it points at the scroll that's been like one of the pieces of paper in your bag. Like it points to where like your bag is, kind of showing, here's your next job to do.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna, kind of taunt the mirror and be like, "Yeah, sorry, boss, but I'm currently on a mission. Maybe, try for when I'm free." Kind of crack a joke about it.
And Ember, and yours, you're gonna see a scene of little Gentry coming up to you, and he's like begging and pleading to go. And he's like saying like how you were the sensible one and you were speaking like the words that made sense for him to stay with you. And then you just turning your back on him and then just totally ignoring him from then on out, even after you said that he should come with you. And you see that he goes out into the area, like where he left you guys, and he tries to practice shooting his crossbow at some glass bottles from the bar, right? From where the tavern there, from where the horses were. And as he does it, one of the arrows flies into the bottle, ricochets back, and hits him right between the eyes. I assume you guys turn around and keep heading back?
Yeah,
because that's a dead end.
So some time goes by, and you guys are now back at the way from where you came, or to head to the original right that I just provided to you earlier?
Let's go for the original right, I suppose.
Okay. As you come down to the original right and walk for a bit, it becomes another 3x3. And in this 3x3, you see just scenes, Tenor, of you keeping hired for different jobs that are getting more and more gruesome. Well, some of them are like whether if it's hurting animals, if it's hurting people, if it's hurting your own friends and your comrades. Even one shows that you have to just take out Ember, who's next to you.
Fuck.
And Granny's offering you a job for money.
I feel like that one might actually get to Tenor since, he's childhood friends with them.
Do you hear that?
So, he's getting a little...
That's my timer.
Oh.
Oh, no.
So, Tenor.
Something making duck noises. Not gonna lie.
Something in the maze is making duck noises.
Yeah, very spooky.
Ember.
There's a duck in the mirror.
Yeah, there's a duck in the mirror. It's just quacking at you. Ember. While Tanner's seeing this, you see he starts to kind of have his face altered and like changing. Like he's looking more like worried, staring at these images now in the mirror. And Ember, you're seeing that that earlier, what was the thing you cast on the porcelain dolls? Was it an ice move?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost. So you can see that in this scene, Gentry is trying to offer you. Gentry is showing you a picture of your father, and he's like, "Can we please just find my dad?" And your psyche at this point is like twisted from seeing all these crazy images that you're believing what it is true, and it's then showing you still saying no to him even after you were like, "Guys, we should take him," and then he's like, "Yeah," and then you didn't speak up for him when everybody was trying to go against him, even though that you tried the first time, and it seemed to be pretty successful. And then shows Tenor's character coming in and just looking at him and literally yelling at him and intimidating him to go away. And so he goes away, and you see that as Gentry leaves, he takes the crossbow and the hand axe, and he flings the hand axe at a picture of your father, and your father picture becomes into his real body as you just see your father die in front of you from Gentry's hands.
Oh no.
So, I'm going to now need, because you guys have been in this maze for about 10 minutes and you've not been able to find the exit. I've stopped the timer while I did all this talking. After this timer, I'm going to start it again. And for every increments of 10 minutes afterwards, I'll need you both to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
Right now, to see if you're falling under any effects of madness from seeing all these images of your life taking different turns because of choices that you've made thus far. Yo, who knew the decline of Gentry could be used for so much, huh?
True.
These are all things I've been just winging, so. What was that?
You're welcome, by the way, making your job easy. Yikes!
Yikes!
Oh no!
Becca, you're okay. Tim.
I got a whopping 4, so
Tim, you get the first one to have the first effects of some short-term madness. I think that last one was really getting to you, though.
Yeah.
Seeing how Granny's paying you to take out her and offering almost any desire that you wish.
Well, it's not even the getting the offer. It's the fact that he would consider, or just the fact that he was doing it in the thing, because obviously, they're relatively close considering childhood friends and all that. So
no, that's right. We discussed, right? You guys knew each other because you guys grew up together. You were childhood friends.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
I've now read more of your backstory, a little blurb. For all those at home, I asked each of my players just give me a small little paragraph of each of their stuff, and I have so much more stuff for yours, Tim. Now that I've read yours, oh, it's so good.
ooh,
Anyway, you have failed your first madness save, my friend.
indeed, I have.
So, short-term madness. I need you to roll me a D10. So do have a D20. Roll me a D10. We'll see for how many minutes this affects you.
1,
4. Not too bad. Now I need to do 100 to see what effect affects you.
13.
13. So, you're going to retreat into your mind, and you're actually becoming frozen with fear, and you're paralyzed now.
Alright.
Now, there's a way to break this. I'm not going to say how to break this, but Ember, you just look at Tenor, and he's just staring at this image. Now, what's interesting about these images is they change per person. So, Ember, you're seeing a slightly different image than Tenor is seeing right now.
So I don't see what he's seeing.
Not entirely.
Okay.
It's almost like this mirror maze changes what people see to devote to what the seer is thinking or seeing psyche, if that makes sense. So while Tenor was seeing the scene of him being paid to kill you because you guys were close friends, the one that you're seeing is a scene of Tenor chopping up some sort of man that's in this suit like an aristocrat that he was paid to do forever ago. And that man that he's cutting up's your father.
Ooh.
Hmm.
And he's just paralyzed with fear, just staring at this. And Gran goes, "Oh, come on, kiddos! We gotta go." I'm gonna have her roll now to see how she's holding up because she's got a whole. She has a whole. Oh yeah, she has the whole stat block and everything as well. All right, let's see how Graham's holding up. Everything that's going on. 18. She's fine. She's taking a champ.
She's big chillin'.
She's big chillin'. She's like, all right, come on, kiddos. Come on, girlie, and come on, Tino and Ember. We got places we got to be, and I would like to be here. Not as long as we were. Not anymore, please.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ember, you see that Gran starts to turn around and head back because you guys obviously reached a dead end. I've not started the timer yet, just FYI, because we were doing all this talking, so don't worry. I was gonna start it when we start moving again.
Okay.
So all this, I don't want to eat up 8 of your minutes or whatever. Just doing this right now, so don't worry. When you, as a unit, start to move again, I will then start the timer.
All right.
Whether if that's leaving Tenor and just having Ember and Graham go, whatever happens. So, Ember, what would you like to do?
So I guess I'm gonna try to pull Tenor along with me, and see if he moves. I know I am small
And he is large.
large.
Do this. Hey, give me a strength, but you gotta roll high. I'm not gonna take low numbers.
Your boy is over 300 pounds. I think
A muscle.
About 35.
I need you to be stellar.
Okay, and I can't add anything to that because it's a +0 modifier.
That would be
so.
correct.
Ready? Easy crit right here.
Yo!
18 will take.
So you're pulling him, and he's moving, he's sliding, moving. And Graham goes, since you rolled an 18, Graham goes, what's going on with Tino, Ember? As you're slowly pulling him.
He seems to be not entirely present at the moment mentally.
She goes, okay, How about I try to help you on moving as well? See if that helps.
Sure, if you don't mind.
She goes,
He's
but
kinda
of
heavy.
course. She like contributes a 6. She's like, all
Immediately
right,
throws it back.
let's try moving. He just seems so focused. Listen here, and then come home. And she kind of just gives you a little slap across the face. What's your AC?
My AC is 16.
See if it like affects you. Well, that's an 18.
It's
So you take 2 slap damage, but you're unparalyzed. She snapped you out of it because you took damage.
I should be down to 48. I don't think it saved that.
That's fine. So
I
you
took
come
these,
to,
like,
and you see Graham just like slapping you like, come on, Tenor, wake up, we got places to go.
Christ, sorry about that. Do I still keep the failed mana save result thing, or
Yes,
do I
keep it
get rid of
there
Okay.
because, yep. After you've
Yeah, 'cause I assume
accrued,
it's like progressive. And
yes,
stuff.
it is exactly. Yep. After you've accrued a few, then long-term madness, and then other forms of permanent madness set in. So interesting. Okay. So you guys are good to keep going?
Yep.
I will start
Yeah,
your
I'm
10-minute
good.
timer again. And with every choice you make, I'll try to say like an illustration, and I'll try not to make it be super long. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, here we go. All right, so you guys, where do you want to go? Do you want to go the same way you went up there, or do you want to go back to where you came? Maybe like that way.
Back to the junction that we hadn't passed through, and then take a right. So, go up. This
Go up.
way.
Got it. Yep, I see you. All right, yeah, so you guys are going to start going up. Back to the map here. Okay, so you guys were there. You go up to there. All right, so this way is going to now lead you to... You're going to go down for about 15 feet here, and then it's going to split again.
All right.
And you either have a choice to keep going in your direction, or you can head left.
Think we'll continue going straight.
Yeah.
All right. So, there's going to be a choice description here. This time, Tenor, you see that the figure that's there of you just keeps pointing at Ember. And it's showing you with your knife, and it's just pointing at her. And it seems very compelling to it. He points at her, and he points at you, and he tells you to move towards him. Almost like saying, I'm going to kill her if you don't come here.
I'm gonna kind of like put my hand kind of like, I'm gonna start backing up and put my hand like in front of Ember to sort of protect her, I guess.
Okay. So you're just moving towards the mirror?
No, I'm backing away from the
Backing
mirror.
away and like pulling her, like putting your hand in front of her as you're like moving her back? Got it.
Yeah, to kind of guard her.
Okay.
Was there another junction here, or was this a dead end?
Okay, so this one is going to continue forward, but I just wanted to speak for the last junction because I should have spoke for that one.
Okay.
So, Ember, you're going to see a scene, and in your scene, it's your father that's seeming to be so heartbroken, and it's you that's just there ignoring him, and your father kind of morphs into Genfrey and then back again to kind of show like that you've been ignoring both of those people through your life right now. And both have been trying to reach out to you with things, and you've declined them both of their things, even though you were kind of like, oh yeah, Dad, I'll always write. Or, oh yeah, Gentry, you should come with us to help us find your parents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's kind of showing that Gentry's pointing at you and wants you to come here to the mirror. Like that he's reaching out to try to be like, no, come here, please come back. I just want to talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go towards the mirror.
Okay.
It's like compelled by it. I don't know.
Yeah, you see that he's starting to get more like smile on his face as you're coming more towards him. And he offers his hand out to reach to touch you. It's like his open palm.
Is this the same mirror that I was looking into, or is it a different one?
I was assuming like you guys all kind of looking at different panels of all these mirrors put together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make
So
sure.
like you're seeing her kind of going near the mirror, right? So you kind of push her back from yours, and as you turn around to see her, she like you pushed her back, but she's kind of going around your hand and starting to walk towards this mirror.
All right. If she's going in the direction of the mirror that I was concerned about, I'm going to try to pull her back
Okay.
because
Yeah. No, that makes
I don't
sense.
know what's going on. I
No,
don't
yeah,
want to
of course.
get hurt.
Ember.
Hmm.
What do you want to do? He all of a sudden I was like pulling you back.
Not like forceful or anything, just like hands on the shoulder, kind of trying to, stop her.
Are you, as Ember, so compelled to try to fix this bond and this guilt that now your character's probably feeling from seeing all these images of like Gentry and your father and not being able to reach out to these people? And you're a very kind-hearted person, if I remember you telling me.
Yes.
So seeing this stuff is
very
eating
much
up your
is.
psyche, like inside,
Yeah, she very much is, kind-hearted and would feel guilty about this. So I feel like she would try to reach out towards the mirror.
Okay.
Mhm.
Tenor, your hand's on her shoulder. She's still moving forward, and she's now reaching her hand out to the mirror. I will let Tanner do one thing before she touches the mirror with her bare hand.
And this isn't the same one that I was concerned about.
No. So each person is seeing their own vision.
I think
Mhm.
I know, but I wanted to make because
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we were both looking at the same mirror and seeing different stuff,
Yeah,
or if
so-
we were looking
so-
at two different mirrors.
Ember, so like the Gentry that's there has now
Mhm.
like you above it, like in the mirror, because like your reflections now come into view of the mirror as you're moving more
Mhm.
towards it. So like you're now like above the Gentry reflection, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So just to be clear,
Yes.
she's looking at one mirror, I'm looking at another. It's not.
Yes,
we're
it's
looking
kind
at
of
the same
like
mirror.
yes, it's kind of like you're looking at the
Okay.
right mirror and she's looking at like a right one further down the hall from you, but still can like seeing them. If that
All
makes
right.
sense.
I think at this point I'd be more preoccupied with the threatening mirror, so I
Yeah.
kind of just let her do her thing.
Okay, and that's fair. All right, so Ember,
Yes.
you touch this now reflection of you in the mirror. Your bare hands touch.
Mhm.
I'm gonna stop the timer for this, just because we aren't moving, we aren't doing anything else. Now, you touch it, and what happens is now your eyes go like all black
Uh-huh.
here, but when you come to, you're a Gentry, and your father, and they're both there, and they want to speak with you.
Okay.
And they're expressing to you that they're sorry that for everything that they did, if that maybe made you mad or made you not want to write or show interest in them, or if something that they did was like making you not want to keep your word and prerogative, and they're just trying to express that they think that they did something wrong, and that's why that you haven't reached out to them. Oh, and to that right now, these guys look like the real figures. Like there's nothing shady about any of these people. They look like
Okay.
the legit thing.
Well, Ember's gonna try to comfort them, and be like, "It's not your fault. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. It's my
What am I
fault."
seeing right now?
Yes, I was to tell you in a second. I'm waiting for here. She's
Fair
not
enough.
going like yeah. So what did you say there? I'm sorry. What
Oh,
did you want to end up doing?
Yeah, she's basically just saying like, you don't have to apologize. It's my fault, not yours.
And they're kind of like they're so glad. Like there's tears from them. They're so glad. They offer to hug you. Now, yeah.
Oh.
No, you're good.
I was gonna say yeah.
Did you hug them back?
Yes.
Okay. Now, as soon as you hug them back,
Hmm.
your feelings of all this sorrow, all this pain, all this maybe guilt your character might have been feeling about possibly leaving Gentry behind, not writing your father, having their acceptance that it's okay, has now become like a part of your reality here.
Okay.
So, in your mind, those feelings that you might have been having that this maze made you feel,
Hmm.
completely gone. And you even feel better than you did before you touched the mirror. Because of like your psyche and things. And maybe like underlining things of like, oh, maybe I should talk with Dad. I kind of wonder how he's doing. I haven't really wrote to him lately. Like the normal kind of things that people feel if they haven't talked to their folks in a while and things.
Hmm.
So,
Okay.
and he doesn't have a wife or anything. So
Mhm.
you were kind of all he had, and
Yeah.
I want to make sure he's doing good. But here, having that acceptance from him, you're feeling amazing, being able to be back with your father. Because you probably haven't seen him in quite some time and have not written and feel bad. But now all that's gone, like I said. So you're now feeling amazing that your father's accepting of you. He understands here that your life's been busy and you haven't been able to reach out to him. And Gentry is offering to play like with some sticks and rocks like he did before he went into the tent that he was telling you guys about. So the question now comes. And this is where I really like this maze challenge thing a lot, because it's more than just a maze, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The question comes, and this says here, so, you are in, anyone who touches the mirror with their bare skin, I'm just going to tell you this now too, as like a spoiler thing, but it is what it is, and we'll deal with it now that I'm going to explain what it is, okay?
Alright.
Anyone who touches the mirror with a bare skin swaps places with the reflection. The PC in its current iteration is the reflection, and whatever version resided in the mirror now exists in the real world. The player decides what life choices led to this new version of themselves. Where did the split happen? How does this new iteration of themselves act? More importantly, does the new PC desire to go back into the mirror and allow the real PC back into the world?
That's interesting. So you're basically changing your backstory.
Correct. And that's why I think that this dungeon, like this whole thing has been great so far. Because we've had people go about their ideals and backstories and stuff that you wouldn't go into normal D&D, you know?
So, question here.
Yes.
Will this actually alter reality or just
Correct.
like what they think?
This will alter, that's a good question. This will alter that player's perspective on their reality.
Alright.
So, here's the difference though, Ember. In this version, you haven't seen Tenor or Tenor. You haven't seen the other people. So here you have this satisfaction of your father's acceptance, getting over the grief with Genry, but you don't have your other friends here. But in your mind right now, you're feeling such bliss and happiness from having that satisfaction that this maze has incorporated in you of this dissatisfaction. That makes sense. So, do you try to reach your hand back to switch back with the other reflection and lose that satisfaction of talking with your father and not knowing how he is, and also seeing these other images of, like, you don't have your other friends here that you grew up with and all this other stuff, but you at least have the satisfaction of your family and knowing that this stuff that you did wrong has now been righted. And, well, I'll give you some time to think on that if you'd like. Well, I tell Tim what he sees, if that's
All right.
Okay.
So, Tim, you see Ember touch this mirror, and how I said, like, the eyes went black? Her eyes go black, and then they revert right back to her normal eyes here. And she just looks at you and goes, "Who are you? No, I don't. Who are you? Where am I? What's going on here? I'm sorry, Miss. Have we met?" And she's trying to talk to Granny, and Gran turns around and goes, yeah, Ember, we've met for quite some time now. We've been going through this maze, like it's nothing." And she goes, she goes, I don't remember that. If so, I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but okay. Now, in your version that you're seeing, Tina, you see the version of Ember actually like hugging like her father and the other ones and the other thing, but you don't see like yourself in that reflection anywhere.
Okay.
So all you know and are able to pick up right is that she touched the mirror and maybe somehow lost her memory. Something different happened because the reflections look pretty much the same. But you did see the eyes do a little like black back to normal.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
I do want to say too, as that like junction happened and you guys kind of like walked, you guys were still kind of walking forward as you did that, and I'm not BSing you either.
Exit's right there.
What was that? The exit's right here.
Right there.
Correct.
Yep. Nice.
I am not even kidding.
Right.
The exit is literally. I could literally send you the picture of the map of where you guys have traveled. I'll send it to you right now.
Wouldn't have any other way, to be honest.
So, Graham being like, "All right, I'm gonna head to the next room to get myself out of here."
I'm good to see you all there. You both okay?
Yeah, I'm kind of gonna brush Granny off here and be like, yeah, I'll see you in there or whatever. Ember, are you okay? Do you not remember me? You know, that sort of thing.
She goes, oh, no, I really don't. Apparently that's Graham, I guess. I have to say though, have you seen that boy Gentry around anywhere? Me and him were I'm sorry.
Left Gentry outside of the wagon.
No, me and him were just playing sticks and rocks. You can't have gone far. Gentry! And she turns around and starts to kind of walk more into the maze.
Can I do either a wisdom or intelligence save?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. If you guys ever want to do anything, let me know. It's way better than me suggesting for you guys to do something, because I like it when you
said I can see the picture, the real.
Correct. And I will, make this check.
I want to see if I can put 2 and 2 together. What sort of roll would I do for that?
Insight. See if she's lying. See if she's who she is. See if this is the real Ember.
Nice. +2.
I think that sounds fitting, right, guys? I think Insight's a good check, yeah.
Drum roll, please. Oh my god, what the
5!
fuck?
I'm so sorry. So with the 5, you're busy focusing on Ember. She's starting to walk back in the maze. You're like, what's going on?
I mean, I'm clearly gonna grab her and try to steer her in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I'm probably gonna start trying to walk out of the maze with her, because I mean, I figure it's still the same person at this point, so I'm just gonna assume that's
Assume that what? I'm sorry, you cut out there. Hello?
something with her. I figure maybe once we get back to our, Zero, that maybe she'll be able to do, or he'll be able to do something, or maybe,
How are you going about getting her?
Did you need me?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you there?
That was, my thing disconnected, sorry.
Oh.
So how are you going about getting her? Because currently she's walking the opposite direction of the exit.
Just kind of place one hand on each of her shoulders and, steer her the other way.
Okay. Ember,
Mm-hmm.
what is your strength? Plus 0?
My strength modifier? Plus 0, yeah.
Right now, give me a strength roll while Tim gives a strength roll for his guy, for Tina. And we'll see who wins here.
Let's see here.
15 for Ember.
I just used the +3 modifier I have for strength, correct?
Right. Because you're trying to, pull her, right? You're trying to turn her around.
Yeah.
And she probably doesn't want to do that, so...
Oh my! Okay, I want new virtual dice.
Change your color. Change your color. Get rid of that sky blue. You're like, I'm joining the pink crew. My God. No. So she just kind of moves away from you and goes, "Sir, I don't know you. Please don't touch me again." And your character actually feels kind of hurt by this. You're like, Ember, what's going on? What the hell? You know?
Yes. I'm gonna say, sorry. The Gentry's this way, though, so I was trying to guide you that way. And I'll roll deception for that.
Okay.
1d20 -1.
3.
Okay. Yeah.
So she doesn't believe you, and she's like, so first you try to grab me, and then you try to say he's down there. I don't want any part of this. I'm just going. And she turns and goes around the other way. She's like, I don't know you. I don't know where I am. I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to find Gentry. She turns and kind of walks away from you. Ember, who's in the mirror.
Yes.
Right now.
Hmm.
I need you.
Yes.
To give me a perception. And then I'll ask what you want to do afterwards if you've thought about what you'd like to do.
Okay, perception. Boy.
6. Y'all ain't rolling so hot for me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to set things up, but it's just the dice have rolled a 6, a 3, and a 6. Fun. Okay. So you're just in there playing with Gentry. Maybe you're playing the game where the wheels rolling down the street and you're hitting with a stick,
Yeah.
And with a 6, you faintly hear somebody yell,
Don't touch me. I'm just looking for Gentry. But you have no idea where it came from or anything else going on. You're just very faintly heard, and you're kind of like, am I just hearing things, or what's kind of going on? So, what do you want to do? I was going to have you roll and see if you saw your reflection on the outside of the mirror doing what's going on, you know? And you rolled a 6, so I'm kind of like, you hear like your own voice, and you're kind of like, it's just like me thinking of things? Why am I thinking of that? He's right here. So you kind of have like that little quizzical thing of what's going on, but otherwise you're just kind of like, nah, I could be just tired or something. So, what do you want to do as your character? Because technically right now, right, you're in place of this character that's there. So you don't really know much of, if anything, the longer that you're in there, the more your memories are fading of the other side.
Okay. This is one of those things where it's like what I want to happen versus what I feel my character would do.
Okay.
Moment.
Let me if you want to share both, because I'm sure the viewers or listeners are curious.
So ideally I want the quote unquote real Ember to come back out of the mirror so she can continue this adventure. But I also feel like that's not necessarily realistic for what she would do. Like, I feel like she would kind of she's kind of, if she's content in the mirror and she doesn't like realize that, you know, there are people out there who need her, like I feel like she'd just stay in the mirror world.
Okay. Do me a favor. And I do need a truthful answer on this. I'm going to set something up for you right now.
Okay.
And as a DM, I feel like this is fun too, because I'd like to cause chaos. Gentry goes, "Oh, my stick broke. Do you happen to have anything in your bag I could use?"
So she reaches for her bag. And she starts looking through her bag. And
tell me what you see in your bag. What are you looking through? What are you looking?
So there's like typical supplies and stuff that she would carry around for like adventuring. So one of the things she sees is the disguise kit from earlier that she put in there from the wagon. Some like mementos from, you know, that she brings around with her from when she was a kid, like this little drum her dad gave her.
Your character for the longest time is now thinking, wait, how'd I get this disguise kit? I didn't pack this. Where did this come from? And I'm only having your character like go through this because you mentioned the disguise kit.
Yes.
You're starting to hear some of the voices of your past team members of Hazor saying, "Oh, I want the night costume." I don't know if anybody remembers him saying that earlier. Or of Teener saying, "Hey, should we split them up, or should we have like one person carry them all?" And hearing Teener's voice is now making you think in this world, wait, what am I doing here? What happened? Do me a favor. I'm gonna need this from Teener and from Ember right now.
Got it.
We've been now in this maze for probably more than 10 minutes. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yes.
That's the last one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need you both to roll these madness checks right now.
Yep, just straight D20, correct?
Or it's a wisdom save. So whatever your wisdom saves. And it's a little tougher than last one.
Single-digit number. So exciting.
It's going to be a little tougher than last time, just as a heads up. Not like super tough, but it increases by X number every additional time.
Forgot to have my wisdom modifier last
Incredible.
time.
Okay.
Fucking God.
Becca rolled an 18 and Tim rolled a 5. So here's what's going to happen. Tim, unfortunately, I do need another D100 from you.
Yep,
or D10 for the minutes, and then for how long is the D100. So.
All right.
You actually do them both at one time, too. It's cool.
Or
just roll them each separate. It's cool, whatever.
I don't know how to do them both at the same time.
So 7 minutes.
65.
Of course this would be. Out of all these, this is the one. You're gonna start experiencing vivid hallucinations.
Of course.
And have disadvantages on ability checks.
What was it? Oh, I'm fucking...
You're gonna experience vivid hallucinations and have disadvantage on ability checks.
Awesome.
Now, this was mainly just to make it equal for both of you because you've been there longer. And while, yes, Tim is affected by this, or Tina's affected by this, it's a lot more greater that Ember saved on this check. Because that means she's not falling into madness here. If anything, you rolled an 18.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically going to be a 3 or a 5 for me anyway. So I
know. I know. But, Ember, you rolled an 18. That is really good. And with that 18, you're like, wait a minute. How did I get in this, like, how am I outside of this of the wagon? Why am I playing with Gentry here in the street? You're holding this disguise kit and you're like, where's the guys? What's going on? Huh? And you look to your right and you see a scene of Tina trying to pull this other Ember back away from her. And she just turns around and just yells at him. And then that sound echoes through your head again. Of her going, I just want to find Gentry. What do you want to do? Your character is now aware, I am in this maze. Tanner's over on the outside of this, like it's almost like a ghostly type of wall, if you can picture that. Like a translucent kind of clear wall.
Well, I feel like now that she's kind of aware of the situation, I feel like she would probably reach out and touch the wall, go back. Well, maybe she doesn't fully realize that part of it, but like she'll reach out and touch the wall.
Okay. Are you gonna say anything as you're doing it?
Trying to think of something to say.
No, that's okay. Listen, that's all good. And I like this. I like that you saved that check though, because that was big. I'll be honest. To see if you were gonna fall into madness, trapped on the other side of the mirror, Rippy, Dippy, Dicky, and Donald up in here. But you didn't. If anything, you broke the madness that was trying to affect you by rolling that 18. If you want to look at it that way as well.
Yeah.
So you go there and you basically see yourself walking away from Tenor, and as Tenor sees this other version of you. Ooh, Tenor, for flavor, Becca, while you're thinking of what to say. Tenor, or Teener. Sorry, I keep calling you that one. Teener. As you go to grab her and she turns around and then she yells that thing to you, I'm just trying to find Gentry. You see that her eyes flick to black and then flip back around. And when it flipped to black, you see like her mouth open and just like this black, like, ooze came out. And your character like looked down and was like, what the fuck? And now you're experiencing these vivid hallucinations for like 7 minutes as she's turning around and walking away. Add some more flavor for everything, huh?
Yeah.
That was the madness that you were experiencing while Becca's trapped from this other end of this mirror. Okay. Tina, with disadvantage, I need you to look to the left to see how Ember's doing in the other side of the mirror to see what's going on. Like, what's going on over there. And while you're doing that, Becca, are you saying anything to Tina now, who now, like, you see your reflection do this to him. So you're like, nah, that's not right. And you see Teener's getting this, like, now, like, dazed look on his face from watching you on the other end literally flip her eyes back around and become darkness and then spew, like, slime out of her mouth.
I feel like she, well, would obviously be upset by that. I feel like she'd kind of, like, try to get his attention and be like, no, I'm here. I'm not out there. I'm here.
Okay.
All right. What do you want me to roll, by the way?
So here's the problem. You were seeing vivid hallucinations, right? So while you might see her, and I would probably say you would probably see her, if all of a sudden you see that one turn around and then in the same field of vision, you're seeing another one of her, like, knocking horizontally at the one that's there, yelling, that's not me. So.
Well, if anything, the vivid hallucinations that you described would actually suggest that the one that was outside of the mirror is fake, considering I I don't know that I'm hallucinating. Obviously.
Correct. You have no idea. So yeah.
So I would just assume that this is like some sort of mimic or copy, I
Yeah.
guess.
So the fact is too, I will need, I guess, an insight to see if the one that's knocking and yelling at you is actually real or not.
Alright, I'm pretty
Because
sure.
this one that you just saw that you thought was real just freaked out on you, and now there's another one here out of nowhere.
Yeah, let me just double check. Did I close the character sheet? Am I
I'm sorry.
that mentally deficient? Jesus. Where is it, dude? Alright, wow. Guess I'm brain dead because I can't find it. Give me 1 second. You know, I'm pretty confident that I have +2 because I have +2 wisdom as well. So
That
I
sounds
believe
right.
that's what the insight modifier is. So I'm just gonna roll that. Holy shit!
Dude,
I gotta do it again. My first good roll, and I have disadvantage.
No, I didn't say disadvantage. When did I say just? Oh
no, because I have vivid hallucinations and crit fail. Very nice. No, dude. Oh my god, that's a heartbreaker.
I feel like
it's tragic.
I feel like both of these rooms have just been destroying you guys both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many more rooms in this place.
The first two fucked us up already.
Gosh dang. Alright.
Don't bring back the fucking Shaggy voice, I swear to God.
He's gone. You can't go back.
Gone.
He's gone. We lost Shaggy, and more worse in this one. I feel like we're losing Ember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, Tina looks in your direction. This was gonna be great, right? Tina looks in your direction, Ember, because he rolled that nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
Or not that nat 20, but he had a 20. And then he immediately looks at you, and you just start to see him kind of like foam a little bit at the mouth, and just like look back at the decoy and look back and forth at both of you. And he's just like freaking out now, and you're seeing like he's obviously going through something.
He's having a moment.
He is not able to tell who is what is going on.
I am having a panic attack.
He is literally having a panic attack. He's like, why is there two of you? This other one just freaked out on me. Why is there another one here? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know where I am. What's going on? He's just, brain is just going through it. I know I feel like I feel mean saying this, but like, what do you guys want to do?
I don't know.
I know. I feel like
really think that Tino really can do anything. He just kind of like stands there. He's just trying to process everything that's going on.
Ember, he's seeing basically two of you, right?
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna ask if you're holding anything or what you have going on, or.
I don't know if I'm I might be holding. The only thing I can think that I might be holding is the disguise kit, because that was the thing that like triggered my
your memories to come back, right?
The memories, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like at this point Ember would kind of be like, she would go to like bang on the wall thing, to try to like, I don't know, just to like, I guess get attention on her as opposed to like the decoy thing.
Damn, I really wish I didn't send Granny outside of the room, because maybe she could have fucking done something here.
That's right. I'm like, dang it, when the DM's character leaves. Okay, so Ember, are you banging with the disguise kit, or what are you doing with the disguise kit, or what are you doing?
Oh, I feel like at first she kind of like is banging a little bit with the disguise kit, and then she like goes to touch it with her hand again.
Okay. The decoy you see is walking away like from the situation. So I guess my question is, are you are you like following along the wall after the decoy? Or are you staying with Tenor?
I was staying with Tenor.
Okay. Gotcha. Is it me, or I feel like the scene is like very heavy? I don't know.
This is a very heavy scene.
Yeah.
God.
Like, fucking characters fucking breaking down, dude.
No.
No shit, it's heavy.
God. All right. So are you just still kind of knocking on the mirror there?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out what has to happen to get them to switch again. I'm trying to like figure out what has to happen.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you want to make like a history or a like insight or some sort of check to try to figure out what do I have to do to go back, you can.
Yeah, let's do.
Because right now, no offense, but
let's do
Teener's not in any
insight, 'cause
shape
that's-
to really make checks.
Yeah, let's do insight just to see what Ember would know about like this type of situation and try to figure out how to get back. So insight. Ooh,
11.
11.
You were very lucky you had that +5 on your 6, Becca.
I know,
Because
like,
y'all keep rolling like ones and sixes.
This is why I decided to do insight over history.
Got it. Yeah. So with an insight, while looking into it more further to figure out what's actually going on here, you're seeing, okay, Teener seems to be freaking out because he sees 2 of you, right? Is there something that I can do to distinguish myself from the other one so that he stops freaking out and seeing both of us? I don't know if that helps you, but you also kind of know, okay, I put my hand on the mirror when the decoy put her hand on the mirror and we seem to have switched. So you have now those 2 pieces of knowledge of, okay, that's how I got here. If I was a betting person, I'd probably assume that's some way for me to get back. And Teener, my man on the other side, is currently going through and freaking out because he sees her freak out and then he looks at me and we look exactly the same. I don't know if that helped at all, but that's some knowledge there, I guess. I guess what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to hint at something that you could possibly do.
Yeah, I'm picking up something here.
Okay. Oh, I forget something.
I don't know if it's the right thing, but I'm picking up.
It's better. I'm God. I can't directly just give you, unless you're a cleric and you pray for like knowledge or whatever. I can't just give you like straight up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I can tell you what your character's trying to infer, because right now you're the only sane person out of these 3 people.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming the other one probably doesn't want to go back if the other one doesn't have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like the only sane person in this situation is trapped behind
a wall.
Magic mirrors.
Magic mirrors.
Yeah. So, with that information, thinking about how, Ember now realizes, okay, me and my double both touched the mirror, and that's what got us to switch. Because she's like, touching the mirror with her hand and nothing, or the wall with her hand and nothing's happening. So I feel like at this point, she realizes that she needs to get the decoy to touch the mirror too. And, she remembers hearing earlier the decoy was like looking for Gentry or something. So she, in the mirror world, looks around for Gentry, who I'm assuming is still there somewhere.
What was that?
Is Gentry the kid still there?
Yeah, he's with you on that side. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I feel like she would go and take his hand and kind of drag Gentry to wherever the double is. So like now she's following the decoy. It's on the other side of the mirror.
Okay.
With Gentry. Because she knows the decoy wants him.
Yes.
And now she's trying to get the attention of the decoy.
Okay. How would you like to go about getting the attention there?
I feel like she'd wave and point at Gentry. And see if the decoy notices her.
Okay, so you're gonna tell him to wave and point at the wall here? Okay.
Time?
What'd you say?
Wait, what? What was the question?
I was just wondering, so what did you want to have him do?
What is the kid doing?
I mean, you said that you wanted to find Gentry, right? On your side?
Oh yeah, I assumed he was just
yes.
like
No, he's here. Oh yeah. You have him. He's like by you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was just gonna take his hand.
Yep.
And pull him towards the decoy. Do I still see the decoy on the other side?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I was gonna pull him towards her to try to get her to notice us.
Mm-hmm. So we have to remember, right? She is now traded basically places in air quotes with you, right?
Yes.
So in her mind, I mean, she's still her from the other side, I suppose, because that's why she's like, I don't recognize Tina and stuff like that, because she's still kind of like how you still had some of your memories when you came over. If that makes sense. I know we're kind of like flipping things.
Yeah.
But so right now she's looking for Gentry. That was the last thing we knew and heard her saying with Tinor. So she still remembering from when she was there is that she's looking for Gentry.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you're bringing him over to the mirror now.
Yes.
What are you doing? Gentry's there. You told him to put his hand up. He'll gladly put his hand up. You're his buddy. At least he thinks you're his buddy. He's got no reason to think that you're not the other one.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say Ember is trying to get the attention
of the decoy.
Of the decoy. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So she'll wave and gesture and point to Gentry because she knows the decoy.
Yes.
Is looking for him.
Yes. Okay.
Will that work in this situation?
Well, here's my explanation for things, right?
Mm.
Last we knew, this decoy's looking for Gentry.
Yes.
You were providing her Gentry.
Mm.
I don't see why she wouldn't try to reach for Gentry.
Yes.
So right now she's got her hands up against the mirror trying to reach and grab Gentry.
Okay. So when she does that, Ember also puts her hands up to the mirror or the wall and touches it. So she just kind of lets go of Gentry's hand and puts her hands up to the wall where the decoy is.
Okay. So just last second, just before I guess their hands meet, you just push him and you put your hands in front.
Yes.
I get that, right? And then so now your hands are touching hers and all of a sudden your vision goes black and you see it goes black and now you come to and you're now here in this hallway about 15 feet away from Tina, who's having a rabid mouth breakdown.
I wouldn't say it's rabid.
Not rabid at the mouth, but freaking out. He's
teary-eyed.
Yeah, he's teary-eyed, he's looking at the ground and he's
sitting on the floor dejectedly.
Yeah,
or something.
I would say you're sitting on the ground maybe, and you're having some of your past, or you think you're seeing those kids' bodies again on the ground from your vivid hallucinations.
Gotcha.
And so Ember, so you finally make it back here to this normal world. And now I've traded minds back again, right? So now you're back to your normal mind of having those feelings with thinking, oh, Gentry, I'm sorry I left him kind of thing. And my dad, I should really reach out to him because who knows how he's doing. I know I was kind of all he had and I haven't reached out to him in a while. But you also have all your friends.
Yes.
So you used to look over and you see your friend Tina's on the ground, freaking out.
Well,
he's crying. He's grabbing at things that aren't there.
Yeah. I'd go over to him and kind of, grab him and start trying to shake him out of it.
Shake him away out of it. All right.
Yeah.
Tina, give me a wisdom. Do you think she's real?
Oh, I got it. All right. Well, here we go.
Unlike the other ones, this one's actually touching you. Do you think she's real?
+2. Hey,
17. Yes.
Got disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Gotta do it again. Oh my god, we got double
14?
digits. 14? He's done it?
He's done it.
Is that even allowed in this game?
You're wait, this one's touching me. This one's touching me. And you're happy about it. You're not freaking out. You're you grab her and you're Ember, is that you? Is that really you?
I'm not even gonna just say anything. I'm just gonna hug her.
Dude, yes.
Aww.
Touching moment.
And I hug him back.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I think we can leave the
Get the
maze
heck out of
after
Dodge.
Yeah.
Let's also call it a night here because
yes,
for the viewers at home, this is getting recorded at 2:30 in the morning. Very cool and epic.
What is
we've been about 10 due to character creation, so we've kind of been at the grindstone for a while. I'm assuming that I can speak for everyone when I say that we are definitely interested in continuing this though, because this has been very fun so far.
Yes, this has been very fun.
I have a good way to end this. off at a good middle ground if people are cool with that. No character sheets are needed, nothing. It's just a quick little thing.
Sounds good.
So upon you guys coming in through your portals, right?
Mhm.
Whether if it's Ciro and Pazarus, or if it's Ember, or if it's Tina, or Graham,
Mm-hmm.
you guys all go through your doors, because it's been probably about the same time for each of you to go through your things, honestly. Didn't even realize that, but so you guys all kind of come through, and when you guys walk through your next portal, I just have a quick little thing to read because it's really cool.
I really hope we're meeting up again because I don't want to spend another hour making people wait and then an hour waiting myself.
From the darkness of the portal comes a mysterious sound. A man is crying out. You guys hear as you no, I'm sorry, hang on. As you guys come through, right? As Ember and Tina come through, you see that there's this figure here in this room that's staring at this other like space. Now you guys can't see what the space is, but you recognize this figure as Pazarus, and he's staring at this like space. And Pazarus, you're there tapping your foot on the ground, and you're like, where is he? I thought he was following me, you know? And Pazarus, you look to your right, and you see this older lady, this Goliath who's got tears running down his face, and this little short sorcerer, your half elf, and you're like, that's the gang, you know? And as soon as you're done looking at them and see them come through like this imaginary space, you see Ciro come through. Ciro, what is your... You come through and just see Pazarus there.
Oh boy.
Hi.
Been waiting an hour for this.
Figured I'll let you have your moment quick.
Ciro, for one, is not happy. He's bleeding because the thing got a bite in on him, and he is mad because he had to leave him behind.
I'm so sorry.
But he holds his tongue for now, seeing that the rest of the group is here.
Yeah, I could literally just see you coming through and being like, "You idiot! Hey guys!" that's how I kind of pictured it. What is the other group saying with Randy comes through and goes, "Ah, yeah, some more people. Are they friends of yours?" Motioning to you two.
I think I'm still sort of like
you are
processing everything that just happened, so
Yes.
I'm not going to be saying much.
Yeah, they're friends of ours. This is Pazarus and Ciro.
Also, I do appreciate the incredibly scuffed line work for the diagonal.
I knew you guys. I knew you guys would come at me for that. Oh, God. I realized something, guys. I can draw freely. I can just draw a straight line.
Yeah. Oh, you go. Oh, nice.
There it is.
For the viewers at home, since I'm assuming they can't see the board,
they won't be able to see that.
Ryan just demonstrated that he can, in fact, just make straight diagonal lines.
He doesn't have to
But
free draw.
instead, we have like the most jagged lines I've ever seen for a diagonal hallway. Yeah, so great job, Ryan. You're trying your best.
Thank you.
It's like man was running on coffee for like the past 48 hours and then tried to draw a straight line.
Yeah.
It's not working.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Okay, so Granny goes, "Alright, well, friends, more the merrier. We have to get out of here somehow, and the hallway leads down here. Oh, look, another portal. Alright, well, are we ready to continue on?"
Most definitely.
And she goes, "I like your attitude, Dragon Man. Alright, onwards! For victory!" And she goes through the portal.
Alright.
And with that, we will call this for tonight. Thank you all for listening. And yeah, we will catch you guys in the future for the next one. All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
So yeah, so that entire time I was like zoomed out a decent amount, and I don't know if you see, but on my character's head there's like a little shine on the top because of lighting or whatever based on the portrait.
Yeah.
And this entire time it kind of blends in with the white in the background, so it just looks like he has a massive fucking dent in his head. So the entire time during this like super emotional moment, I'm like, my character's head is fucking caved in, dude. What the hell?
dead.
All right.
They're like,
so
where'd
that's
I
one
get that bash from? What is that?
I thought more of
King calling
King
a job at one
Neptune.
point, dude.
Bald.
Oh, King Neptune bald.
True.
Oh. Alright, that was
Alright.
good.
There was one more for the blooper reel, though.
Do you want to hear more content from us? Then check out our Patreon link down below for more details.
Or, if you even just want to have a chat with us, you can check out our Discord and Instagram, links also below. And remember, DM told me to...
Gaze into the mirror, and don't be just a reflection. Be the real you.